Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mickey Thompson NRRA Round 7 already for the 2024 season. We are at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee this weekend, presented by CA Tech. So huge shout out to them, to Mickey Thompson, to all of our sponsors for helping us do what we do. We are already rocking and rolling in our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. We had a whole bunch of late entries, so even more than usual in this class this weekend. And we've had, I believe we've had 4 drivers go so far. Aaron Nunley with a 106.671, Drew Holloway with a 119.699, and I believe Bradley Smith is out on the course right now. So welcome to the show, guys. Yes. We are jumping right in.
We actually kicked off just a few minutes ago. We had a torrential downpour right as we were getting ready to kick things off. So we kind of shut down production for a little bit and waited and started the races, got the production back up and going. So we appreciate everybody tuning in here. Again, we're in Pretty Place, Tennessee.
And wow. Bradley Smith is in a tough place right now.
So it's obviously, you could tell, very slippery on the course. But definitely a good time.
Yeah, when Matt said it poured, it poured.
Yeah, it was buckets. It was like pouring into the production trailer. So
this hill, this course definitely took a little bit of a turn and has slicked up out there. Bradley Smith working his way back on course. That downhill that he just did was not intentional.
No,
everyone's just sliding down the hill. They have to make a sharp right turn, and it's causing a little bit of trouble. But he's back on course now, making his way up the far left side.
What's up, Janet? Adam Coots tuning in. Shonda Havens, Bub Meadows. What's up, Bub? Addictive Photography, our official photographer of the 2024 National Rock Racing Association. Appreciate Bub and all he does.
Shonda Brantley has not gone yet, so you didn't miss anything. Like I said, we had, about 6 late entries in this class, so we are running through all of those names still right now, and then Brantley will be up shortly after that.
We got Kara tuning in. That's Dan Bowman's sister. I think they're all tuning in from near Cincinnati area. Appreciate those guys and all they do for us. Look at that awesome drone shot. Look at that woods. Just absolutely a beautiful, beautiful ride today. As these guys are whipping through the woods here.
Oh, no.
Reverse. There he goes.
Nice. He
back on his wheels.
You know what? That's actually the second time we've seen this happen so far today. And both of them were able to save it. Well done.
Again, just absolutely a good time here. Again, very soggy, very wet. Luckily, we have a huge group of spectators all packed in down here. Again, we'll be racing quite a few classes today and then big bouncers tomorrow. And we have a huge list of UTV drivers in this stock class.
Did we get a time for Bradley Smith? Oh, we just heard, unfortunately, Bradley got out of course. He got onto the wrong side of the flags. So that will count, unfortunately, as a DNF.
All right, currently the driver that I know, Brantley Havens. He is 14 years old. Yeah, right? I think he's going to do okay. I feel good about it.
We have a quick replay presented by Rock Racing TV
Let's go.
of that stunt from Bradley Smith on his way down the hill. We've got Brantley Havens out on the course now. Just a little tippy at the top. You know, it's hard to see that corner but it's definitely not an easy spot. It's a real tight turn, and there's a bank on one side you don't want to ride up on or definitely get tippy.
And again, speaking of tippy, I think we're going to see a few more of those today just because of how slick and wet and tree heavy this course is. And again, a lot of drivers don't like the trees. I'm more of a fan because they're kind of like a friend when you're rolling down the hill. Ooh. They can reach out and grab you as you're going down the hill, which can be a bad thing, but it also could be a good thing if you start barrel rolling. He is just sliding around up there.
You can see how cautiously he's taken this little section right here, because we have seen several drivers already not be able to make that turn and have to come all the way down to the bottom of the hill.
There you go.
All right, I think he's got it now.
What's up, Jared? What's up, buddy? Again, we have a ton of spectators packed in over here in the spectator area. Off to our right-hand side.
Yes, a big thank you to Pretty Place for hosting this race. This is our first time here with the NRRA. They've done a lot of work to clear out the area and make it spectator friendly and make a nice race area. We're definitely appreciative of that. All right, Brantley, it's all downhill from here.
Heck of a run going again. You can see our coursers are all out there on the bright yellow vests.
Good job, Brantley.
Appreciate all our guys, our safety crew, and our course workers. That's a 166.110 for Mr. Brentley Havens. Again, our first ever UTV Youth Driver to upgrade to the big boy stock class. Get a great shot of that race line starting gate there. See, you can see some of our spectators and the UTVs behind the starting gate over there, back in the background, just sliding around. Again, that rain was a torrential downpour. It didn't last long, but the skies definitely opened up. So it's pretty mucky down here now.
There was a large quantity in a short amount of time.
It really was.
Looks like Cohen Ellison leaving the line now.
Again, coming straight up the starting gate, using as much momentum as they can to hit that first ledge.
Oh, he's got a door open.
Not uncommon. Dan Carter, I think, was the one who truly made that famous. You know,
that's right.
He had one door on like his first ever race rig that just didn't, part of that Rock Life off-road, had Rock Life off-road and big letters on the side. I think Brian kept loosening it for him just a little bit, or jiggle the handle a little bit, just so it wouldn't quite latch,
That's how you do it.
Speaking of Rock Life and Brian Dunnigan, we need to give them a huge shout out and thank you for loaning us their generator today for the production trailer to make all this work. So we definitely appreciate them sacrificing their generator for us to be able to use it.
Yes, we're very thankful. I went down and chatted with him this morning.
Hopefully that door doesn't get
caught on a tree.
Caught on any trees.
I was thinking that when he first took off and you pointed out it was waving to us. I was thinking that same thing. I was thinking, man, that part is really, really nice. So we appreciate the course and all the people that come out and made that possible.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some sun coming back out here sooner rather than later.
Again, great job to all of our course workers also setting up the flags and the banners.
All right, that was Cohen Ellison.
That was Cohen Ellison with a 1:00.933.
I think that's a new record. I think that's
I believe our fastest time so far on the course is our very first driver to go. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Aaron Nunley. All right, he's our second fastest time right now. So Cohen just had the fastest time with a 100, and then Aaron Nunley with a 106. Drew Holloway with a 119. Brantley Havens with a 166. I believe there was one or two times that we missed at the very start of the race, so we'll make sure to get that for you guys. And this is Josh Krapinski out on the course now.
Josh is a recent father, so shout out to him and congratulations.
That's right. Congrats to them.
Their baby's a few weeks old now.
He made that turn.
He did. He made it a lot smoother than some of the other guys.
Definitely one of the tricky parts now on the course. Although there's getting to be more and more of them. Man, what a difference a downpour can make on a race course.
Oh, yeah.
Totally changes things. Well, if you guys are just joining us, welcome to Hillside Live. We are working on our Rock Life Off-Road UTV Stock Class Course 1 here at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee. Our first time racing here. Definitely want to give a shout out to the park and their volunteers and workers and staff for hosting us here and helping make such a nice spectator and race area that we've got. We're enjoying it today. We are maybe a quarter of the drivers in. We had a lot of late entries today in this class. Everybody wanted to get in on the fun. And we actually have even one more late entry still to go. I am going to be racing four-seater.
That's a 106.710. Mr. Josh Krapinski.
So I talked Matt into riding with me. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Matt, are you gonna be a little nervous in there?
I'm already nervous. Only because I know what a furious driver you are.
Well,
but I feel like we have a little more wheelbase. You know, we're in the old big booty Judy. You know, so we got a little more wheelbase. You can see a lot of drivers kind of tagging that bottom rock, kind of donkey kicking them up a little bit, but it's okay only because they have, so much momentum going forward, it kind of carries them forward.
This is Jay Stortz on the course now.
You can see a lot of drivers kind of pause there, check up a little bit for that turn coming down. Jay kind of getting squirrely there. Oh!
Jay's making his way down that final downhill section.
Good. There's pretty good sized lips over there. We were looking at this morning walking the course, and it.
Brian Smith, please report to your razor. Brian Smith.
Nice.
There you go.
There it is. That's a 101.355. That is a second place time right now. Cohen Ellison still in the lead with a 100.9. Now followed by Jay Stortz with a 101 and Josh Krapinski. Oh, actually, Aaron Nunley with a 106.6. Then Josh Krapinski with a 106.7. Keeping it tight.
Austin Connell was just walking by with a hammer and it looked like a pry bar. And I was looking to see if he had run yet, and he hasn't. He's way on the list, so that's not good. If you see a guy walking with a hammer and a pry bar into the pits, I mean, it could be for somebody else, but...
Or he's planning on some light D&E.
Yeah. He's going to go, yeah. So, again, that could be beating somebody's other rig back together to swipe the tree, but hopefully it's not repairing his rig. All right, we got Scotty Harden on there. That race line starting gate. What's up, Tony Clifton? My boy Tony from back home. He's in Kentucky this weekend. He said, I'm driving. I want to watch. Are you guys live yet? And I said, absolutely. Mr. Bobby Upchurch.
We got Bebo Watt. What's up, Bebo?
What's up, Doe? Mr. Bebo does the Bouncer Life Facebook group. You can hop in there.
Oops, Scotty's easing on down. I think he can get himself lined up. It's a tough spot for sure.
So if you guys have any rock bouncer questions, hop into that Bouncer Life group. They can hopefully answer some. I know there's quite a few guys in there.
It looks like his steering is not cooperating.
Might have broken the rack and pinion.
Yeah, that thing is bound and determined to go left.
Dang it. I think he's through the hardest part of it. Dang it. You can see he's not very happy right now.
Your steering's not working. Yeah.
He's asking some of the course officials, is my steering working?
Wave your hands if you're an idiot.
I guess Brian Dennigan walking over there to him. Get to see some of that drone flying in the background. Thanks to Dearborn Drone Co. for being out here, giving us awesome footage today. Wow. Sounds like he broke the steering rack clean off the chassis.
See, the wiggle stick and the wobble rod done come discombobulated on that thing.
That stinks.
Hey, as long as we get somebody up there to jerk him off, we're fine.
Holy cow.
All
Dang
right,
it.
so yeah, he lost steering. We are going to have to go send in Keith for the recovery. Mobilize Keith. Shout out to Mr. Brian Dunnigan right there, standing on the screen that you can see for, first of all, what he does with Rock Life Off-Road for the series and for so many of the drivers in the sport, and also specifically for loaning us his generator today here at the production trailer.
We appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate that.
Again, it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like he's sitting flat right now, and he is. But unfortunately, it is a very, very steep hill he's on there. So, getting him down safely is kind of our biggest concern right now.
He's on a trail that cuts across the hill, but it's definitely pointed in the wrong direction
Yes,
right now.
not where we wanted to be at. What's up, Bill Curtis? Curtis family, that Curtis race team, tuning in.
Speaking of Curtis Racing, for our featured driver Friday, Matt and I are repping our Curtis Racing shirts.
Which are soft, too. I like it.
They are.
Very soft.
And I see a few of them. There's a lot of blue shirts out
there. There are.
So, yeah, we miss you guys being here, but we're representing for you.
Looks like we're only about 8 drivers in of our 23 probably.
We're not quite halfway yet. This is course 1 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. If you're just joining us, welcome to Hillside Live for the Mickey Thompson NRRA round 7. This weekend presented by CA Tech. We are at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Tennessee, enjoying our first time racing here with the NRRA. We got Scotty Harden up on the hill getting recovered right now. He lost steering, so we're sending him a little help.
Again, Scotty, one of our seasoned drivers, heck of a race car driver. Does a great job at it.
Our fastest time right now on course 1 is Cohen Ellison with a 100, followed by Jay Storts with a 101, Aaron Nunley with a 106.6, and then Josh Krapinski right behind him with a 106.7. We'll round it out with Drew Holloway with a 119 and Brantley Havens with a 166. We did have a couple DNFs in our first handful of drivers, and then I believe there's at least one time that I didn't catch in one of our first drivers. We sent off the line. We didn't have the live feed up yet, so we'll try to get that for you guys and make sure you know where everybody's standing.
I was trying to look at some of the courses you guys are taking, and it's just it's a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but definitely a very interesting course.
A very serpentine course.
It really is. It looks like it'll go a long way up, long way down, long way up, long way down. That's kind of what it's kind of doing to do today. So definitely fun.
Looks like Mr. Keith is going to be able to get Scotty off the course.
Again, that's such a steep hill. You really don't want to come down that with no steering it because you never know where you're going to end up. You want to make sure you have complete control, or again, let Keith drag you off or lower you down. Much safer, much smarter. Again, Keith Riggs like a sturdy mountain goat. I've also seen him take that out and play with it. I think he could do just fine if he wanted to come climb some of the courses we play on.
Where's everybody tuning in from today on this Friday afternoon? Is it raining by you? Man, it was hot and sunny when we got here. And then within about 30 minutes, all of a sudden the sky got dark. And within about 2 minutes of the sky getting dark, it opened up. There was lightning,
and
thunder,
it gave buckets
of rain. And definitely changed the course a little bit out here today.
Hey, 2 words for you, Scotty. Bolt check.
What's up, Trip Pullen?
Sorry, you already started making up excuses. Already, you sit there right now making excuses. That's awesome.
That is one thing we can be thankful for. It's not hot right now.
That's true. Yeah.
The rain pulled it off. A little humid, but
yeah, it's a little muggy, but it's not that bad.
It's not hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Hopefully the brownies that I left in the truck won't turn into a puddle.
Thank you, Jesus. Taylor's feeling me back there. Those brownies, fire.
All right, guys. While they continue this recovery, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more of that UTV stock class, Course 1.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right, welcome back, and y'all have not missed anything. We are still in the recovery phase with Scotty Harden. We are watching the starting line right now with Cody Casey, and in my opinion, Cody Casey is probably the best driver in the stock class, and he actually has an extremely aggressive tire, which is going to be a huge benefit to him today in this particular terrain. I think he's going to lay down the fastest time on both hill 1 and 2. Yeah, I had some mic earlier. Sorry, I'm getting used to these headsets. I'm not used to sitting here. I'm usually trying to wade around the mud out there with a microphone in my hand. So I want to thank everybody tuning in to watch the live feed. I see a bunch of y'all on here. Old Trip Pullen, the legend himself. I saw Janet Browder, hot and sunny, 95 in Selmer, Tennessee. Yeah, all y'all should share this and let other people tune into this awesome recovery. Not so much this part, but the next part's going to be pretty cool. It's part of it, though, guys. Jack Porter just tuned in. Why is he not here? Also,
Zach, how's it going up here?
Good. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that if they were following the live feed, the comments being made under your name were not you. They were me.
Oh, boy.
They could probably tell.
I guess this is what I get for sending Zach up here.
All right.
I feel weird sitting on this side.
Yeah,
I'm in Matt's chair.
That's a bad luck.
It's really throwing me off.
That is, yeah. If you think you're going to do good on this race, you really just jinxed it. Bad.
So Matt is actually riding with me. I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
But I talked him into it. I think he's a little scared.
Yeah, I think he's in line at the Porta-John right now, trying to make sure that he's ready for the race.
Look, you really were commenting under my name.
Yeah, I've never lied to you.
Zach
Bree.
Garner. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I tell you what though, now it's kind of humid and muggy. At least it's shady and overcast. It's not hot.
Yeah, it's not too hot.
It's not blazing heat hot. It's humidity hot.
That's Tennessee for you.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't like the weather, wait around about 15 minutes. It'll change.
Well, tomorrow's supposed to be nice. We'll definitely look forward to a little drier weather tomorrow, but I think today is what it is. It's not like we're not used to racing in some mud, so we're definitely still having fun with it. Did you give him a rundown?
Yes,
yet,
I
Zach?
did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I gave him a rundown. As in Cody Casey's fixing to come up here and run everybody down.
That's right. Cody's in the starting gate. We've got Ben Casey on deck after that. Matt and I are going to work our way in there at some point shortly, or at least try to.
Cohen Ellison's still holding that first spot with the 100. Triple Digits is not going to win this race. I'm not sure that Triple Digits is going to podium, but it's still, I'm really proud of him. He's a young new racer, and he did really good. Ellison family, so he comes from a family of racers, so that helps. Jay Stort's right behind him with a 101.355, and Jay got hung up and hit a tree pretty hard, but I think his transmission looked okay. He didn't break anything. Talked to him about that. He said, I finished. That's my goal. You know how Jay is. Great guy.
That's my goal, too.
You know, y'all have the same goal, so that makes sense. Josh Krapinski, of course, running third place. New daddy, so you could see where he's really lost his nerve.
Josh is actually in fourth.
Fourth
we
place,
had 106.6 and then 106.7.
Oh, 106.6.
We have a 106. Aaron Nunley.
Oh, yeah.
He was our very first driver.
Our first driver's holding down the fourth place spot. That's third place.
Second place.
Third place.
Third place.
Yeah, third place spot.
Yeah, we got Cohen, Jay, Aaron Nunley, and then right behind Aaron,
Josh Krapinski. And they're sharing that 106 together with 1/10 of a second
I
separating
did
them.
miss a couple, one or two times. One of them was a DNF.
Yes.
We got a little off track when the downpour happened, and we had to protect, all the cameras and everything, and then got back up and ready to race in before the live feed was back up. So there's one or two that in there we'll have to catch up on.
I don't think either one of them had a time worth mentioning. I mean, they did good. They were 136s, if I remember correctly, was the and a 164. The only thing that was great about this Wickham is the one that did the front flip reverse save.
Oh,
I mean, he was
we had two of those.
We have two of those, but the other one cheated with a tree.
Yeah, John Wickham just kind of hung there for a minute, and then he reversed.
And I believe that is Ethan Hunt that did that stuck on the tree and then backed off the tree, but he was 90 degrees.
I think it might have been Bradley Smith.
It
but
might
I'm
have
not
been.
Sure. We had a lot of late entries, and they were all new names to us.
Yes.
So we love to see new names, new faces, and have local folks come out and join the fun. So we definitely like that.
I was talking with the owner of the park, and he knows the drivers that had signed up, and he was like, these are local guys, and he stood with me and watched while they raced. And, I explained to him, I said, just like you did, Bree, we love them. We want everybody to come out here. You've got that guy that you ride with that's a little better, a little crazier than the rest of y'all, and that's the guy we are always looking for that would join in and be good. But a lot of times there's a big learning curve that they're not ready for. They get out here and they race and they realize that this is not what it looks like. It is not. There's nothing easy about this. The turns you think are the hard ones are the ones they're hanging up on, and they grow a whole new respect for the guys that have been doing this for years.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks on YouTube sometimes.
No.
Okay. There you are. I found Matt. I feel weird over here.
Yeah.
I feel weird over on this side. All right, guys. Looks like they're really close to getting Scotty Harden recovered off the hill. They're in a tricky spot. He had no steering and just not an easy spot to get to for recovery, unfortunately. But we got Keith on the job.
I did make him
getting it done.
I made him mad. I told him, I was like, 2 words, bolt check. What are you doing? Can't give you nothing nice. I mean, and I started pointing him out his name. He's just, of course, he's sitting there stuck. And, oh, we miss you too, Camp. We don't have to, though.
What's up, Camp?
Come on out, baby. Hang out with be a winner. Be the one talking about them. Be the one doing it, not the one talking about
Why
it.
are you still commenting under my name here?
I told him that this is Bree's evil alter ego. I'm going to tell you all the things Bree's thinking that when y'all write this
Lord.
stuff. Oh, it's like, wow. Let's see. How about this one?
There's going to be somebody that ends up on here that doesn't know.
I wrote it on there.
This is not me. All right. I believe we've got a complete recovery. That means we are just about ready to keep moving with our stock class here. We've got Cody Kaysen on the line. Cody is sitting first in points coming into this weekend. He's got 564, a solid 58-point lead over second place, Brandon Davis. This is our 7th event of the year, so, we're over the halfway point, of course. We've got lots of races, lots of points under everyone's belts, lots of runs at these courses, and Cody Kaysen's squarely in the lead for our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class coming into this weekend.
Like I said, with his driving skill, his experience from Fulton, Mississippi, right there on the river, the tires that he has on the buggy today, the way he handles that full body, he is a fierce competitor to beat. Let's see what you can do, Cody. All right, he already beat the Honda.
All right, let's see how he handles the downhill turn.
Oh, he's going to handle it like a champ. And now this is the next one that a lot of people other than Jay have had to back up on. And he's going to power through it. Jay showed him how to do it. By the way, because I'm not seeing any trouble through there. I don't know why, but Josh Krupinski, for one, got just hung up. And that's where all of his seconds came. He had a fast run going. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
The survey says
76.502. That is definitely your new leader right now in course 1 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. We are about halfway through now. We've got Ben Casey on the line.
All right, Casey Racing, Ben Casey lining up.
Perfect. He wrote his time. Sorry, I'm a new guy.
All right, Zach. Seems like you've got things under control here.
Oh, yeah, until they aren't.
Isn't that always how it goes?
All right, we got Ben Casey with that Casey Racing representing. He's been sitting in his buggy for the last 7 drivers, so I know
definitely patiently waiting.
Yeah, he's sitting in a pool of his own sweat at this point. This is the problem with his suits. But we got to have them. Safety is our number one
Safety
concern.
first.
Come on, you were doing good until you stopped and backed up.
That corner is another one of those that's hard to tell from down here, and unless we are looking at the drone.
And you need to be taking note of that with the four door. There's a couple of spots that you're going to have to really use its length and try to start making your turns fast.
Yep.
You may even have to use a little bit of a nudge on a rock to make that downhill right there. On the right side, if you catch that, if you try to rub that rock, that's the only way that four door's going around it. It can be done though. I got faith in you, girl.
We'll find out.
Oh yeah. See, now he messed up in that same curve that Cody and Jay have executed perfectly. And the more people that run it like Cody and Jay did, the easier it's going to get, because it's actually a little soft through there, so it's going to rut, and it's going to allow them to be able to lay down in those ruts and hold it. So that'll be a benefit.
Yeah, it's definitely sending Ben straight over into that tree every time.
Yeah, the course hasn't changed dramatically on a lot of the places, but right there is one of the places that is changeable. The more people that follow the correct line, the easier it'll be. And you're going to need some momentum. Like I said, you're seeing going up that hill right there, and it's slick.
All right, Zach, I'm going to make my way over to the buggy.
Hey,
we'll see y'all in a little bit.
Best of luck, Bree.
Thanks.
Don't scare Matt too much. All right, Ben Casey still on the course. Sorry, I looked away for a second. Didn't miss much. Let's go. That's a 150.659. 150.659. Next up, Brandon Davis.
All right, we got Brandon Davis. Davis racing.
All right, they said the clock's hot. Let's see what you got. Brandon Davis, hope you brought enough. Driving the new Can-Am. I mean, I think this outreach program that Bree's doing is super awesome. I hope it works out. I knew if it didn't rain, it would, but they actually wanted to let Matt know how it felt to cross the finish line. And the only way we could do it was put him with another driver. So this is going to be great. Oh, it's going to rain. It's going to be tough. She's driving a four-door, too. So, I mean, she has her own obstacles. If her goal is to finish, she can, but do not expect just a lightning-fast time. There's a lot of places that a four-door in some uphill sections it would be a huge benefit, but with these hard, slippery turns, it is not the ride that I would want to be racing today. Even some of the chassis that we have in the unlimited class are a little bit long, and they're going to struggle in 2 or 3 places. There's the backup again. And what aggravates you is you know that turn can be made. He may have shaved off a half a second in that straightaway through the top side right there, though. He's trying to make up for that backup that he had to do. That's not good. They're telling me that he went the wrong way. Yeah, and they're also telling, okay, look at that, Mr. Helper, Clay Kaysen. No, he's like, no, Brandon, you have to go on the course. They said 104.775.
They're telling me that's a 104.775, which is like a fifth place time. You know, I mean.
All right, we got Coy Chapel on the line. Corey Chappelle, whatever. I like to call him Corey Chappelle because I knew a jerk that raced Ultra 4 named Coy Chapel, so I just don't want to confuse the two. Coy is an extremely talented racer. And these tight maneuvers, and that's kind of where he excels at. He has an Ultra 4 background. All right, for Lexi, they want to know the standings right now. Is we have Cody Kaysen standing in a strong first with a 76.502. Then we drop down to Cohen Ellison. Young, very, very talented driver, 100.933. Kenneth Cozine. Can't wait to see Kenneth back out here doing the thing. We have 83.789. That's strong enough for second.
That was an 83.789 for Corey Chappelle, a.k.a. Coy Chapel. That's a strong second, following Casey's 76.502.
All right, next up, Lee Blake coming out. That's Lee Blake making a run at it. And I know I should be better than this, but am I the only one wondering who's Lee Blake? Let's see how he does, though. I hope he does really good. You said Mark. Has Mark gone yet? No, we had a Drew that I called Mark, but that's not the same, is it? No, Mark has not gone. Look at Haley getting the double feature. Daniel Moore. Sure do miss Daniel. Been sending a lot of prayers his way. He's had a tough time with his family this past week or so. We ain't forgot about him. Yeah, I know Mark Carr. He's not on the list. Does Mark race stock class? I know he races unlimited, but I didn't think he raced stock. So the answer's still the same, Lexi. No. Charles Carriss up on the hill and in the studio watching. Can't wait to see him lay it down in the what used to be a Jeep. There you go. There you go. Lee Blake. .115.161. 115.161 for Lee Blake. We got Dan, the man. I'm here for the fans, Carter. I say that because back in the day, we did a waterfall run. Uh-oh, looks like he's having some problems. Maybe he was in low range and wanted to try this in high, and then he's changed his mind. I don't know. There's something not right with Dan's rig. Anyway, we were at a waterfall at Blue Holler and didn't really know. Sometimes they just hiccup on you, especially when it rains. You have a connector that gets wet or something somewhere, and you don't know it till it's too late. Yeah, Lexi, Mark will be in the unlimited class, the big boys, because he's a big boy. I tell y'all what, though, I did see some bacon in the crowd already, so I'm really excited. Tomorrow we're going to have bacon, and everything's better with bacon. He's a big boy. That's right, Lexi. Good job. I actually was talking with him earlier, and I think he would draw on the number 1 spot or something, and he chose to let the late entries go last. And I was like, why? And he didn't have a reason. He just did. And Lexi, you may have started something. From now on, I think I'm going to refer to him as, sorry, I'm listening to the radio, Mark Big Boy Carpenter. Taylor Pickett. 190. All right, that's a 190.187. 190.187. Dan Carter. Next up, Brady McCreath. What is and Brady's what, 13, 14 years old now? If that. Somebody please let me know, because I get all these kids. Love them to death, but I can't remember my own kid's age, so it's not an insult to them. No, he won't be confused. Brady. Yeah. There you go, Brady. Oh, pimp down. Oh, no. Y'all send at least one guy.
All right, guys, we have people for this. Y'all take a break. They're on the way to him. He's okay. We don't need any spectators' help. We'll let you know. If you want to come help us, come on down and get a vest. We'll run you through a briefing. We'd love to have you. Until then, stay off the course.
Oh, my goodness, these people and their stuff. Make sure everybody knows that there's no reason to run out there. He is young, but he has ample safety. This is a low-speed rollover. He's okay. Yeah. All right. 13. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate y'all. I knew he was right there at it. 13 or 14 years old. Great driver. You know, it's slick out here, and believe it or not, let's go, let's go.
Hey, y'all take that behind the gym. Get off the hill.
Sorry, I had to say it. Okay. So. All right. Well, anyway, I think that they've got him all cleared up now. That's right. Okay. Clint Garrison. Randall Key. Sure do miss you, Randall. Glad you're tuning in to watch us, man. I sure do miss you out here on the hill. Feel free to stop in. Come see us, please. Clint, are you here yet? Are you on the way, or what's going on? Oh, my gosh. Jerry. Too soon? Yeah. Look out. Oh, look here. Y'all, everybody pay attention. That's Bree Molitor. All right, we got Bree coming out. Let's see what she can do. Uh-oh, stay in it, Bree. Don't give up now. Look at her. She's working the wheel. Working the wheel. Oh, yeah. Look, she's already got her door open. She's ready to jump out. Oh, my goodness. Please shut your door, Bree. Okay. She's really got to be careful on these turns because that buggy is a little top heavy. There's something making like a squealing noise in the passenger side. That's Matt. Never mind. Yeah, this is not working. It's okay. That's okay. I'll keep him on a play-by-play. Here goes Bree. She already made that turn. One backup, which is actually better than most. Here's her second backup. And the good thing about this is she'll actually be able to explain to you what's pushing them over and why they're having to back up at that turn right there because we can't get a good angle on it now that she's experienced it, which is a lot better than Matt because he's never made it this far in the course before. So that's good. We just want to see Matt get a finish, and that would be great. All right, Clint. Can't wait to see you. More Savannah than you, but yeah, you too. Look at Bebo Watt over there.
Matt said he really wanted to know what it felt like to make a finish, so he rode with Bree. Let's see if she can do it.
if there were any doubt which one of y'all's announcers is better driver between Matt and Bree, you don't have one now. That's a 142.795. 142.795. Next up, Danielle Heckley. This girl can drive. All right, I got Danielle Heckley lining up to be our next racer. Sorry. Danielle Heckley. Let's see how she does. Was inspired by the dependability and the performance of Brandon Davis's Can-Am that he went and bought his own Can-Am. He liked racing his Pro R so much, he went and bought the Pro 4, the big naturally aspirated beast, and raced it twice. I think he flipped it twice, parked it. Now he's gone the Can-Am route, and so far it's, whoa, that was a bicycle. So far it's been treating him pretty well. All right, let's see if he can finish strong. Danielle Heckley, that a girl. That's an 89.387. 89.387. That's a third place run so far, unless somebody does it faster, of course. Then it's a fourth. All right. You hear that? All right. I forgot the time. I forgot the time. Clyde, what was Daniel's time? Daniel's time, Clyde? $89.387 was Danielle Heckley. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Matt, you rode like a champ. You did very good.
That was a blast.
I already know it was. I can't believe how happy I am y'all are back, because there's so many funny moments in this crowd that I could have made fun of. Justin Wheels. Is that the world famous Pro truck racer or whatever? Pro 4, yeah, Pro 4. I didn't see your name. I didn't see it, but I wrote it over here so I'd know. All right, that was a 78.378. That was a 78.378. Is that for Double D Racing, Dylan Dowler? Thank you.
Hey, can you guys stay that side of the truck so that he has
Are you on a...
I don't want y'all getting hit by a truck. Okay. Just stay in front of the truck or on the other side, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He just owns the park. I know. Trying to get out of the way.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about it.
Braden Upchurch. Let's see what he can do.
What is up, everybody? That was an absolute blast. What's up, Justin Wills? You know, this isn't too far from his house, probably. This can't be too far from Mr. Wills' house, in the North Carolina area.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Matt, we need you at the excavator. Matt, go to the excavator. I don't think it's you.
I don't. Different Matt, probably. I mean, I can run one, but I don't think it's me that they're calling for. It is so rutted up and beat up there. The rocks are just so top. Ooh, those rocks. Yeah, the rocks are so beat up there. It is, that course is just destroyed. All right, we got Austin Connell. Clock is hot.
Woo! All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with Zach.
Also, hey, by the way, while you were racing, you also commented, I think Justin Wills is one of the most attractive racers that offers. And then I love that the next person logging in is Christy Wills.
Zach, this is how rumors get started, Zachary.
That's hilarious.
All right.
That makes me so happy.
Well, Matt and I had a blast.
We're
slow as a turtle and peanut butter.
Tell us what that was like, Bree.
It was super muddy. Had to back up a lot. Four-seater trying to make turns. This turn to go back up the hill on the far left is super problematic.
Yeah. You had the wheel turned and you were driving, but it was going the opposite direction.
Yeah, things weren't happening.
It was an absolute blast.
It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did it.
It was a really good time. Again, the course was a lot more rocky, a lot more mud up there than I thought we would see.
But it's kind of fun. When it is this muddy, you can just lay into it, and you don't have to worry as much about, breaking something in your drivetrain or whatever as you would with a whole lot of traction. Because I definitely was laying into it to get up that far left hill after I had to back up on that turn.
That's one thing I was definitely noticing. On that long straightaway, you were just holding it wide open.
And then at that point, you're just pinballing.
You really are. And
you were just trying to stay away from the trees.
Bouncing side by side, bouncing from edge to edge, just trying to avoid the trees to get up and keep your momentum, too. Again, when it's that muddy, that momentum is super huge. So you kind of just have to pin it to win it, and it did great, did awesome. Obviously,
yeah, Judy. Hey, you don't ever underestimate the big booty girls. Big booty Judy, she can get it done.
I also love that you washed it yesterday.
Yeah, that was my dad's idea. I was like, this feels like a waste of time.
That's hilarious.
But at least it was clean on the way here.
So good news, you got to watch it again now.
Yeah.
So
that was not my idea.
That was appreciate that.
I want to note this is the first time that I've raced in an NRA event since 2020.
4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last time was with the Avenger at Hawk Pride, so it's fun to be back in the action.
Yes.
It's a little hectic trying to swap out
yeah.
with the show, and I'm glad to have had Zach in here, although I'm not exactly sure what he said.
I do not either.
Maybe we don't want to know.
Yeah. It was an absolute blast. Again, shout out to all the UTV drivers that were down there giving us high fives, cheering us on, having a blast.
Telling Matt that he was crazy.
It was. They're like, Yeah, so what they're coming to you like, hey, what are you doing? And they look at me and they're like, wait, what are you doing? I'm like, we're just here for a good time.
Hey, we are ride or die.
Yes.
Co-host,
yes.
co-dog,
yes.
co-driving.
Yes. And somebody even said, oh, have you seen her drive? I said, actually, I have. The last time I saw you race that vehicle, you literally drove it till the wheel fell off of it.
That was just like more of a mechanical failure type of situation.
And it slowly was going flatter each lap, but it just kept going. So we're like, I mean, just keep driving,
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. That was short course racing at Visions.
Yeah.
In what, 21?
Yeah, something like that.
Judy's, she's had a tough life.
She has.
But, she just keeps on going. So we're going to keep having fun as long as we can.
Yeah. I was teasing Brie. I was saying the old Rancher 5000 because you guys actually use that for hauling bales of hay.
I was thinking of you yesterday, Matt, when I was washing the Razor, and there was hay in the back of it. It's hard to get it all completely out. And I was like, it'll fly out while we're driving down the road. Well, no, because I had to wash it. But I was like, Matt would appreciate this.
I would. I'm like, this is a utility vehicle that gets used as a utility vehicle. Out here dodging rocks and trees.
Sometimes it gets used for entertainment.
It was a good time.
Oh, man. Okay, so it looks like we have a lot of times to catch up on here. Let me do a quick run through, and we'll get you guys all caught up as well.
Again, you can see everybody kind of resituating down there. I think we're done. It looks like we have a couple question marks. I think we're done for our UTV stock class. I saw they were moving the excavator down here and getting it ready, so I think there are kind of getting some stuff lined up. Again, that was an absolute blast of a course. If the bouncers anything like that tomorrow. So,
all right, I'm close. I'm double checking here because I missed some of these obviously while I was out in the buggy. Looks like we had some really fast times get laid down while Zach was up here filling in.
Again, we have the UTV Cup class, I believe, is finished. I hear a lot of our UTV Cup or our UTV stock classes finished. There are a lot of our Cup drivers getting ready.
Yeah, we
I
are
see a
getting
handful
lined
about their own
up
stuff.
For Cup class. Let me give you that quick top 5 rundown just so we can kind of all be back on the same page here. Cody Kaysen had a smoking run with a 76.5, followed by Dylan Dowler with a 78.3. Braden Upchurch with an 83.2. Coy Chappell with an 83.7, and Daniel Heckley with an 89.3. Those are your top 5 from course 2. I'm not sure what happened with Austin Connell. I don't have a time for him, and maybe one other got kind of lost in translation there. But we'll follow up on that for you guys. But that's where our top 5 stands from course 1. I'm glad that those guys didn't get too intimidated by me and the 4-seater out there. So I'm glad that they didn't let it get in their heads.
Oh yeah.
And they could still lay down a good fast run.
Do a little psychological warfare there.
I am glad to say I did not have the slowest time.
There we go. I seen Dan Carter the race right in front of us. I'm not sure what was wrong with him.
He definitely was having some trouble.
Because he was taking off and he went about 5 feet, and all of a sudden you saw all the lights. He has a chase bar for Ultra 4 style chase bar in the back. It completely shut off and working, and those lights are flashing. So it was shutting off, and then he got it started back up, and then literally went up almost to the hill, shut off again, and we saw him get a finish out of it. They were kind of guiding him on the hill. So.
Well, he's down there in the far parking area, so we'll see if we can get him come up here and chat with us or not.
See what's going on.
We passed him when we were turning around down there, him and Jody. So that was course 1 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. Look at my hands.
I see that. I know. I see that.
Add some baby wipes to the trailer here.
Yeah.
And we are getting lined up for our Super Grip UTV Cup class, course 1. We've got a really solid lineup. Very full classes full driver list in all of our classes this weekend. Everybody anxious to come on out and do some racing here.
And again, this is our first time ever racing here in Pretty Place, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So everybody I had several people call or text me like, "Hey, what's the course like?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then right before
we're all going to find out together.
Yeah, it is. And then right before the pre-race show, people called and asked some questions, and I called Clyde and I said, "Hey, so tell me a little about the park." I said, "How many acres?" He's like, "I'm not really sure." And I was like, "Okay, the course we're going to be racing at." I said, "You went, for Trips event." So I said, "I know you've been there. What's the course like?" He's like, "I'm not sure. They're carving a new event for us. We're in a new area." So he's like, "I'm not sure what that looks like either yet." I'm like, what do you know, Clyde?
This is all brand new, brand spanking new for this weekend.
So it's
Well, speaking of, we have a video interview with the owner of the park, and we would love for you guys to hear that. I'm sure he can tell you much more accurately than Matt and I can. So we are going to cut to that. Y'all enjoy.
Hey, my name is Johnny Evans. We're at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee. Pretty Place is 800 and something, right at 900 acres of rolling hills and mountain land that my granddad bought in 1977. In 78, we had the first sawdust hill climb. It did it 78, 79, 80, and 81. Since then, we decided to revamp and recreate the rock ledges and get into the rock bouncing and side-by-side riding. We've got 800 acres to ride, which is at Pretty Place Park. We have a adjoining Circle We Guest Ranch, which has access to about 5,000 acres, about 2,500 of side-by-side racing. But Pretty Place has bouncer class, side-by-sides, UTVs. We've got intermediate trails, extreme trails, family trails. We've got all kinds of trails that you would like, that some would not like. Some of your younger crowd is going to like your more extreme trails, but you've got a family trail that you can take your side-by-side Rangers and ride just with your family. This week we're here at the National Rock Racing Association, Round 7, sponsored by Mickey Thompson. We're fortunate to have all these guests and riders and racers here. It's beautiful. It's been wet last week, but finally we've got some good dry weather. We're looking forward to see what these competitors can do.
A little commercial there, a little commercial for Pretty Place, Tennessee.
Yeah, that was the owner here telling you guys a little bit about it. So if you haven't been here before, we're in Belvedere, Tennessee, not that far from Winchester.
Yep.
So, come on out and check it out sometime if it's within distance of you. Hopefully we can go out and hit some of the trails tonight after, since I've got a vehicle to drive.
Yeah.
Normally I don't have something to go out trail riding, so maybe we'll be able to check some of those out. We are getting real close to kicking off Course 1 for our Super Grip UTV Cup class. We just wrapped up Course 1 for the stock class, gave you guys that top 5 rundown. And then after this, of course, we will have VIN, and then those will be our 3 classes for today. We'll be back tomorrow with UTV Bouncers and Youth. But before all that, we still got lots of driving, or lots of racing still to do today.
And we're not even halfway through our day yet. That's what's crazy.
Nope.
What's up, Troy Page? Said he'd be here in the AM. What's up, Vince? Yeah, Zach was pretty on me. Bouncers, we're just starting the, I guess you call them UTV bouncers. Like they're a custom-built chassis. They're more of a bouncer-style vehicle with a UTV. We're getting ready to kick those off in our UTV Cup series. Big Rock Bouncers will run days tomorrow. What's up, Kurt Havens?
Speaking of UTV Cup, let's go ahead and do our top 5 rundown for points so far coming into this weekend. Tim Cameron in the lead for UTV Cup class with 548 points. And then we've got Clay Kaysen in that second spot with 517 points. Dylan Dowler in third with 512. Then we've got Casey Howell in fourth with 485. And Cody Kaysen in fifth with 463. So Timmy's got a 31-point lead over Clay at this point in the season. But, we've still got today and then 3 more events. And then, of course, finals is double the racing, double the points. I think we'll definitely still see some
and it's pretty
back
awesome.
and forth.
It's pretty awesome. Casey, sitting in fourth is awesome. Both the Kaysen brothers in that top 5. Dylan right there on that third position. So Timmy he does have a 31-point lead. That is awesome.
Dylan's in third in the stock class as well.
Oh, wow.
Points coming into this weekend.
So seeing Timmy 31 points ahead, that looks like a big lead. But those guys are all nipping on his heels right now, I promise you. So, and then Timmy's sitting in second, the big car. Cooper surpassed him, I think, by like 8, 9 points, something like that.
2 points.
2 points. Okay, 2 points. Wow.
Which is pretty exciting.
Which is
just
insane.
to have anybody else up in that top spot.
And it's crazy. Just the difference in points between course 1, first to second, is 3 points. So literally, this cannot get any tighter.
Yep.
Like it's pretty incredible.
No pressure, Cooper.
Yeah, it's great to see. So we're excited. Again, the crowd's all packing in. Luckily, it turned out to be a pretty great day. It did get a wee bit of rain this morning.
The mud's going to stay with us for today, I think, but at least there's no more rain, so we can sit out and enjoy. Where are you guys all watching from? I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here on Hillside Live as well.
Again, I was kind of surprised at how rocky and rough that terrain was up there.
Who is this? Who is that?
It looks very Cooperish.
Oh, I had 3 names ahead of him, so I wasn't sure. Oh, it's Mark Carpenter.
Hey, it's Mark Big Boy Carpenter. That's what he told me on
Mark Big Boy Carpenter. Okay.
I don't know if Zach tells you that, then
You got to take it, yeah.
take it with a grain of salt, whatever Zach says.
Again, taking a little different course. There is a big old... There's a... I was just saying, as he was starting to come up to it, there's a massive stump there.
Hello from the Mojave. All right.
Lexi tuning in from West Virginia. What's up, Adam Kuntz? Yeah,
We've
that's
got
crazy.
Pittsburgh. Where's everybody else watching from? We're in Southeast Tennessee.
Yeah, yep.
This weekend. I had to think about a map there for a second.
Yeah.
Like, where did we go? Where are you guys all watching from?
Did you say southeastern Tennessee?
Yeah, I think we are.
I would say it's more western Tennessee.
Did we go west?
I did, but
no,
I'm in Illinois.
I took 24 east to get here.
Which is funny, because I came straight down to the bottom of Illinois and then turned and went like 4 hours west.
I think we're still mostly middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee, okay.
Yeah, but a little east of me.
I know. Where's
Murfreesboro?
Where's the Gatlinburg? So we're like 3 hours.
Gatlinburg is east Tennessee.
Yeah, so we're like 3 hours west of Gatlinburg or 2 hours west of Gatlinburg. Try to give you an area for our local Tennessee people. Those Murfreesboro Tennessee people.
That's right. Bebo's in Friendsville. What part of Tennessee is Friendsville?
Friendsville.
Bebo?
That just sounds like a made-up town name. Like, oh yeah, I'm in Friendsville. Like, really?
Like Pleasantville?
Yeah, Pleasantville. But then we're also at Pretty Place. There's a Home Sweet Home Oregon. That's where Icebox Performance is. So it's like that's actually the name of the town. Kind of cool. Casey Howe does not. I don't know if it's just needs to clean his buggy out or something. He's pulling up at idle. It seems like it's crackling a little bit.
Everything did just get poured on this morning, but I don't know.
So I'm not sure if it's just maybe it just needs cleaned out or what the deal is. Get them all backed in here. Again, we do have a food truck down here. We got some porta potties down here. We got all the amenities. I know we've seen a couple people in the live feed saying they were going to show up tomorrow. So, what's up, Ricky Berry?
Ricky B, have you been here to Pretty Place before? We'll give you a second to answer that.
What'd you say?
I asked Ricky if he's been here to Pretty Place.
Yeah, he might have. Ricky. Oh, Ricky. Ooh. Of course it's DC.
Ain't that just like
yes.
DC?
Out here. He's racing the bouncer tomorrow as well. I'm excited to watch that.
Is he finally?
Yes.
I know it's been in the works.
Yes. And he actually had it at a race. They ended up locking up the axle at Rush, and I felt so bad. But to spend all this time and all this energy and then have issues, it's just really a bummer again. And obviously they spent a lot of time and money to get this thing ready to go, and I'm so excited to watch him race it. And I think he is going to be a force to reckon with because he doesn't mind getting out and driving hard. He's kind of a little bit of a wild man, so I am super excited to see. We got Cooper Bentley out there on the clock. Again, another guy who's not scared to drive hard. Yeah, again, pinning that on that straight up spot. You can see pretty much everybody's slowly pinning that.
Zach's struggling.
There we go. They are. Oh. This is kind of like Wildcat. They have the same hill. They're utilizing 19 different areas of it. So.
Yeah, so the Mickey Thompson mountainside here, we're just utilizing every bit of it to make all 6 of our classes be able to have different courses out here.
There was 2 of us trying to get track of that course while racing through it. I couldn't imagine doing this by myself right now with, all the grooves worn in it.
I was like, where's the turn? Turn here?
And I'm like, yeah, right here. And then you're like, and then the guy was pointing the other way. We're like, no,
you
wait.
You told me to turn left.
I did.
I was like, no, I think it's right.
look left. We look over and Michael's on the hill going, this way. I'm like, thank you. We support you.
68.127 for Cooper Bentley, and that is our first time of the day so far for our Super Grip UTV Cup class, Course 1. We've got a full lineup of drivers still to come. You can see a bunch of them standing down there right now, swapping stories and jokes and insults.
Yeah, yes. And again, because it's so muddy and so slick, it takes a little bit longer course. I think the Clay bumped it to a 6-minute time limit. Normally we're 4 minutes, maybe 5. This is a 6-minute just because in case somebody gets hung up.
It is a long course, and because of the mud,
there's
a lot more backing up than we would usually see on a course this length.
Got DC Thompson out there just getting with it. Again, you can see him just sliding all over up there. Ricky Berry said, "I think so. We have some of the best racers ever, best guys ever." DC just threw some rocks and some mud.
Yeah, did that get you?
Right in the back.
Oh, that was a big one.
It was. I think it was more mud though.
But yeah, like Matt was saying, Connie, we agree. I think the camaraderie and the family atmosphere is definitely what makes this sport special and sets it apart from a lot of others.
Yeah.
And not only is everyone extremely competitive, of course, out here, but at the end of the day, everyone's buddies too.
Yes.
And we're hanging out. We're helping work on vehicles, swapping parts, whatever needs to be done, and it's a good time. It's definitely got that fun and family-friendly atmosphere.
81.953. I was looking on the sheet there. For old DC Thompson. Mr. Wildman himself. Again, and I think that is. We compete hard against each other like you would race your brother if you have to beat him, So,
Dylan Dowler on the line now. Dylan had a second-place time in our stock class just a little bit ago. And he is sitting third in points in both the stock and the cup class coming into this weekend.
all right, Dylan Dowler, clock is hot. I don't know if you guys can see that, orange on the hill. I feel like the news anchors have a tuxedo on. Again, Dylan has probably the brightest rig of all of the rigs now that race with us.
So one of our new drivers was saying he needed a little time to air up a tire before.
Okay.
And he was like, so who's in front of me that I could look for it and know that that's my cue?
Yes.
And I was like, well, Dylan Dowler's got a really bright orange one, so look for that.
Dylan went flying up the hill and kind of just tagged the tree a little bit. So
today.
Oh yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
And stock and cup like usual. So that means he's got to have 4 courses memorized.
Yes.
And trying to keep them straight in his mind. Many
no
of our
way.
drivers do that. They
No
race
way.
multiple classes. So, it definitely gives you an appreciation once you've had to go out
Oh,
and
yeah.
try and keep a course straight.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at course 2. I was like, we're just going to start with course 1
We'll
and
see.
see how the day goes.
Well, at that point, you just try to
I'm
follow
not
the
gonna confuse
tracks.
myself.
Between following the tracks and looking for the course workers to point this way. Luckily, we have a lot of crew, some staff on the hill. We have some great media guys that also help give us some pointers going this way. So we appreciate all those guys. Good catch. Again, like Bree said, he's doing double duty today. So racing the UTV Cup and the UTV stock class. Definitely have a ton of drivers. You got some guys like Dan Carter who do that as well. We've even seen Dan race the Bounty Series as well. Two or three different vehicles, racing 3 different classes. So, again, a lot of guys coming out, try to get as much maximum fun as they can and push it in one weekend. But they definitely do a lot of wrenching between races as well.
Oh, yeah. This is David Darnell out on the course now. Oh, no.
He broke something. And then he came down, and he was just...
Oh, yep. Broke something all right.
He broke something, like, I think he caught a rock about halfway up.
He broke it before he hit that tree.
Yeah.
Aw, bummer for David Darnell.
Hopefully get that fixed and come out race the second course today. His buddy's walking over to see what he needs. There's a half dozen guys running over to see if they can get the wheel changed for so he can make a second course.
Looks like we've got Dan Carter backing on into the race line starting gate.
That new rig he brought out at Rush, and it is absolutely incredible. And he came out and set a smoking time, so I think he's going to definitely try to make a statement here. It was...
His statement is America.
America, yes. And that just such a smooth buggy. I mean, look at it, didn't even really bobble there.
Just kind of walked right up.
It did. Again, someone's definitely spent some time shock tuning there. Oh, watch that. Oh, that stump. And it's sticking up like 1.5 feet. And he was headed right for it. Luckily, at the very end, swerved real hard to the right. Again, this just looks like a very fun course. It kind of reminds me of coming out like all your buddies are with you in your Jeeps or Cherokees or Broncos, whatever, and you just see a hill and you're like, you know what, we're going to play on this for a half hour and pick different lines. And then once you get to the top, you're like, I made that one. All right, let's try this one. And I feel like that's what today's race is. It's like,
Well, while you're out there, like in the vehicle, it feels like it's over in about like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it really did. I felt like we were flying through there. Again, long straightaways, you kind of just pinned it down and kind of let the buggy hopefully filter through and kind of bounce right to left and keep your momentum going. Oh, yeah, a lot more rocks up there than I had imagined. There's some bigger rocks that kind of threw you around a little bit,
Oh.
A little bit of drop down there.
There it is, Dan. Definitely a hard turn to get through through that finish line. 97.817 for Dan Carter. We are 6 drivers into the Super Grip UTV Cup class. Course 1, we completed Course 1 for our stock class already. And then, of course, after this, we'll have our VIN class, and then we'll be back for round 2 for everybody.
I believe it's Clay Kaysen pulling line in 401K.
Cash LaCroix tuning in. What's up, Cash? Long time no see.
Look like I got changing some tires.
He just missed his CrossFit workout this morning,
he did.
so he's getting it in now. That's
we got a couple changing.
Oh, they're all getting their workout in.
Might have decided to switch you into a taller size. Again, being that they had that many rocks over there, I could see that being a thing you want to do. If you maybe swap to a taller size.
Clay Kaysen backing into the starting gate there. Clay is coming into this weekend second in points for the Cup class. He's 31 points behind Timmy.
All right, clock is hot. Here we go. He is flying right now. Ooh. He is smoking this course right now.
Oh, no! Is he hung up or did he break something?
No, I think it... Okay, it's pulling now, so it must have just popped out of gear. I thought he might have smoked a belt because he revved it up, and the way it revved up, I thought he might have...
I can't see the right side front tire.
Yeah, I see the left front and the rear are both pulling, so...
Huh. Oh, man, he had a great run.
Yeah,
going.
and he didn't have much to go either, so... Again, taking quick work downhill.
If he wants one.
All right, through the finish line. That was a 95.872, and I believe that is our new leader. No.
Cooper Bentley is still in the lead with a 68.
Wow.
Cooper came right out the gate and laid that down.
DC with an 81.
Then we've got DC, and then Clay, and then Dan Carter, and Dylan Dallard.
Cooper had a
couple
68. DNFs. Now, again, we always talk about running order. I think the way this is getting rutted up, I think running earlier is going to be a way bigger advantage. Because by the time we got up there, you could tell it had been chewed up, beat up, especially because that loop they made twice for the stock class.
At the very top, yeah.
I'm like, that thing has to be just mutilated by the last guy that goes. I mean,
there's a lot of rock up there, though.
There is. So I think,
except for when you're coming downhill and you need a little traction.
Yeah.
That is a frustrating feeling when you're pointing your tires one way and the vehicle won't go that way.
Yeah.
Because you're just sliding.
Yeah. It's going, like, you were straight, and the vehicle kept drifting off to the...
This is not how this is supposed to work.
Drifting off to the left there.
Yep.
I see the Revenge Racing buggy over there, and they drove it from down here where all the buggies are sitting up to the kind of the spectator area, and I see 3 or 4 guys over there working on it, and I'm not entirely sure what they're doing.
Pit crew up there on the hill.
I'm not sure if you...
We've got Matt Myrick in the starting gate now. Matt Myrick of Busted Knuckle Films. Of course, most of you guys are probably familiar with Busted Knuckle if you're into the off-road world. And it's been fun this season to watch Matt behind the steering wheel.
Yes.
As well as, of course, behind the camera still. Oh! Roosted our camera. You guys can always check out Busted Knuckle Films.
I can only think he bumped it out of gear there.
If you want to see more of Matt's Wheeling Adventures.
He had a pretty good smooth good run going. He's rolling back. He's taking the steering wheel off, so maybe rode the belt.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
We've got a great crowd of spectators out here today. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to the show. Welcome to Hillside Live. We are here for round 7 already of the Mickey Thompson NRRA. Hard to believe that this is race number 7 already for the season.
It has flown by.
This weekend is presented by CA Tech. Huge shout out and thank you to them and all of our sponsors for helping us do what we do and keep these events rocking and rolling. And thank you to Pretty Place and the owners and staff here for hosting us this weekend and working hard to make a new event area for us. Matt Myrick is getting recovered out of our pit area here. I mean, I guess if you're going to need a recovery, keeping it down in the pits, that's the way to go. That's definitely convenient. All right, so far, Cooper Bentley has the fastest time on course 1 for the Cup class with a 68, followed by D.C. Thompson with an 81, Clay Kaysen with a 95, Dan Carter with a 97, and Dylan Dowler with a 100. And then we had 2 DNFs, David Darnell and Mark Carpenter. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Looks like we've got Austin Connell making his way into the starting gate. All right, Austin Connell. Clock is hot. Clearly, he already raced this one in the stock class as well. Comes a little pre-dirtied.
Is that Josh Kopinski on the hill?
That's Austin Connell.
Okay.
The other black and pink one.
I just saw black and pink as it skipped through the woods.
It does get confusing between a few of the buggies out here.
Yeah, no, it is. Watch that. That stump there is kind of sketchy there.
Man, Austin is fighting his way around this course trying to make his way back up the hill, and it is, man, I'm looking at it on camera, and then I'm turning around and looking in person.
Yes.
Two totally different things, guys. As always, the hills are much steeper on person. The obstacles are bigger in person than they look on camera, so keep that in mind. And his front end doesn't look like it's pulling either.
I was like, he is throwing way too much mud.
A whole lot of roosting going on.
To not be going that fast. And then I saw his front right tire. Looks like he broke an axle shaft or something. Because the other three looked like they were pulling, and there was mud flying everywhere. So I was like,
yeah. I think we are having to move Crystal's camera because she was getting roosted down here too much. Oh, poor Crystal. Man, she took one for the team. Shout out to Crystal, to Bill, to everybody that is running the camera and helping set up flags, do safety checks Justin on the starting line. It takes a village to put on an event like this, and we are so appreciative of everybody that helps make it happen. Oh, look at Crystal.
You can see her covered in mud.
She's like,
hey, there we go. That is awesome. Again, poor Crystal.
Oh, bless her heart.
She's trying to clean her she's trying to clean her and her camera lens off because right in front of her is where the guys are backing up and kind of hitting that lip. And so everyone on the radio now is giving her a hard time. So, yeah, bless her heart. Again, huge shout-out. She does an awesome job for us.
She took one for the team.
Again, runs, rain, or shine.
Justin wants to know if you pushed her down, Matt.
It does
it
look
looks like she fell down.
It looks like she fell down.
Poor thing. Matt took a lot of mud to the back.
I did.
Even over here at the trailer.
I think it was a rock, actually.
I think it was even worse.
They're clearing right now. They're checking the starting line. I think there's some mud caked in our laser beams. What's up, Justin Wills?
We've got Kenneth Cozine, Kyle Risley, Jake Pike, Bill Curtis tuning in, Kyle Hankins. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here on Hillside Live. We are not quite halfway through, about maybe a third of the way through our Course 1 for Super Grip UTV Cup class. Fastest time currently is Cooper Bentley with a 68, followed by DC Thompson with an 81 and Clay Kaysen with a 95. We completed Course 1 for our stock class already, and then, of course, we'll still have our VIN class to run today, Course 1, and then we'll be back to do it all again for round 2 for everybody.
It's crazy. We're literally not even halfway through our day yet.
And we had a downpour earlier. If you've been watching with us the whole time, you've heard us talk about it. You can see the evidence on the screen and with the amount of mud. But the skies are clear now. We've got a little bit of sunshine coming out, so we're thankful for that. Glad to not be getting rained on anymore.
Okay.
My shoes might still be wet, and my fire suit might be a little soggy.
It looks a little bit soggy and muddy.
But other than that,
yeah,
we're happy to have some clear skies.
Your hands look.
My hands, yes. How'd your hands stay so clean?
I was trying.
You weren't up on the steering wheel. That's
I
why.
wasn't. I was like, hold them in here. For safety purposes, we'll keep them really.
If you guys are just joining us, I asked Matt to ride with me,
and it was an absolute blast.
We raced a 4-seater in the stock class and had a blast. I believe this is Ron Cummins.
Okay.
We'll see if we can get a confirmation on that. Where'd that go?
He is thrashing through. Bradford. Okay.
Oh, no, this is Riley Bradford. Sorry about that.
Whoa. Okay. You can see the buggy literally, like basically just pinned from the top to the bottom, just sliding side to side as it goes up the hill.
It's been a minute since we had Riley racing with us, too.
Yeah.
Glad to see him back out here. Oh, I think he's... Whoa, that's a tricky spot.
That's a pucker factor of 10.
Oh!
Look, he turned his wheels going down.
He's like, not today.
He's like, this.
He was getting ready for that one. Sometimes that's all you can do is aim downhill and hope for the best.
Yeah. When in doubt, throttle out. I've heard Danny Smith say that enough times that I kind of keep that in the back of my head, and I've seen Danny do that many times and make it look flawless. I mean, just flawless. And I'm like, some of his crashes.
Oh, well, it was a rough ride, but, hey, he made it.
They got on all 4 tires, got a finish out of it.
$113.581 for Riley Bradford. Kenneth says he might stop by to hang out tomorrow. Hey, you might as well if you're going to be in the area. Bill Curtis said if Matt was a gentleman, he would take her spot. Well, no, because I wanted to drive. Bill?
Yes.
I wanted to drive.
Yes.
And I was like, Matt, you're my co-host. You got to be my co-dog, too. And you got to be co-driving with me.
It was so much fun.
It's not like we've ever gotten to do this before.
No, we haven't. And it was an absolute blast. Sounds like we got Tim Cameron and Brandon Davis on the starting gate up there, or coming up, getting ready to come up. Those are the guys that'll definitely lay it down.
We're about to find out. Someone's coming up here. Who is that? It looks like Brandon.
Okay. All right. They're going to get Chris to move real quick while they get Brandon Davis backed in that new Can-Am tube chassis he has.
Yes,
you can see Jay Stewart standing down there next to that race line starting gate. Obviously, with this much mud and all the drivers are packed in next to each other, we can pretty much everybody watch the run of the guy in front of you.
You got to be tough to do anything out here, and especially to run a camera out here. If you're going to be on the course or on the hill, so mega shout out to everybody that's running cameras and helping on the course with us at all these events. Brandon Davis.
Oh, man.
On the course, but what's going on?
He was getting it, though.
Is this Brandon?
This is?
Yeah. Well, I don't see any orange.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be my cue.
Yes. I think he has a tad in his race suit. He's got RCBs.
That doesn't count. Everybody does.
Those iconic orange boots in there. I know we had Ricky Berry in here earlier.
Ricky B, this place isn't too far from home for us if you're still watching.
Oh, tons of mud coming down.
We have to come out here and hit some trails once in a while.
Ooh, I heard the drone is down.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like it took a mud clod or a rock.
Probably. That's a drone strike around here.
Yeah.
Brandon easing his way on down the hill. He went into stealth mode. There he is. Oh.
Kind of tagging some trees as he rips through there. I'm super excited to see the bouncers there tomorrow. I think it's going to be a blast. That's a 107.040 from Mr. Brandon Davis.
Did you bring your bouncer?
I did.
You got it all back together after your
even
unfortunate
did a little maintenance this week.
We had a question in here about what all broke or happened to it. Do you feel like it? Give us the Cliff Notes version.
They broke in my shop.
Yeah.
Stole a bunch of tools.
Yeah.
Came back.
Scoundrels.
Came back, stole some more tools and the bouncer.
Double scoundrels.
Drove it till it broke a wheel off, and then kept driving it for a couple more miles. So it was a rough week. The last 2 weeks have been pretty rough. So
it was in your shop in Illinois.
Yep. Yeah. I woke up two Thursdays ago. I woke up from my brother calling me making jokes like, "Did your bouncer get stolen?" I was like, "Haha, very funny." And he sent me a picture that somebody else.
I saw that picture.
So a random side-by-side guy who owns a UTV, a random dude was driving by and was like,
the wheel had a tarp hanging off it, a bunch of weeds all up in it.
So
no wheels.
Yeah, a wheel was missing. And he drove by and looked at it and was like, it's like seeing a Ferrari up on blocks in a bad neighborhood, you just instantly know that's not supposed to be there.
That wasn't on purpose.
So he stops and took a picture, and he said, "Hey, this clearly is stolen."
Well, good for him because I mean,
yes. So
that
he said,
helped you a lot.
"Hey, this is clearly stolen. This is the address where it's at," and that post went viral. So
So shout out to that guy.
So that guy shared it. A friend of my brother saw it, called my brother and said, "Hey, I think this is your brother's rock bouncer." My brother called me and was like, "Hey, did you get stolen?" I was like, "Ha," and I thought it was like one of those AI images, and I thought he was messing with me.
Yeah.
And then I saw there's tools that were different parts of my shop that were inside of it, and I was like, "Where's this at?" Jumped in my car, flew there, met the cops, and then I was like freaking out because I'm like, if this is here, that means they've been in my shop already.
Yeah.
Like we gonna get people there.
Feel a little
like
violated, huh?
It was rough. They had dumped containers out. I do, but they broke in the back side of the shop, so it was a rough 2 weeks. So and then a week later they came and broke back in again while my dad was there. Three of them at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You need like a Rottweiler now.
Yeah. So luckily my dad has his
or
good
a lot
still
more
carry.
locks on your
doors. We've done some things. So
I'd go with a Rottweiler.
I would love to have
two.
Rottweiler, a couple, or say 10, whatever.
We'll name one Snacky.
Yeah, Snacky.
And
They own snacks. Snacky and snacks. I love it. So, yes.
There you go, Sharon.
Yes.
She said, Matt, please say Snacky Snacks.
Please, yes. Yes, Sharon, we love you. We miss you. She's so great. Your husband's already been out here doing work today. Keith is like the nicest guy ever.
Well, Matt, I'm definitely glad you found your bouncer and that it wasn't any worse.
Yeah, it was. I am very lucky. Here this weekend. Yes, I'm very lucky. We did some maintenance, got some stuff put back together, and got it out here, and it was found. So that's the biggest thing. Hey, what do you see, ID? Hey, I got your ID right here.
Oh, we got some of the bacons coming up in here. Always good to see them here at the races. All right, Alston Tidwell on the course.
Again, you see a lot of the UTV drivers are just basically throttling down and ripping through there.
So bright all of a sudden.
It is. The sun came out a little bit. The sun will come out tomorrow. I don't sing well. It's okay. Yeah. Superman has kryptonite. I have singing and spelling, okay? Things I don't do well, okay? Okay.
Hey, know thyself, right?
Yeah. Yes. Watch that stump. You can see that stump. It's just, there's a couple on that hill. Those rocks we're talking about.
That's what it's Speaking of skid.
Yeah.
Like ice out there right now.
It really is. And again, I think you're going to see the bouncers throw an even bigger mud claw. Oh, no. You can see that big rock sticking right there. I don't know if that's catching guys or what the deal is.
Well, the course is definitely not getting any easier as the day goes on.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about it earlier, but this is one of those where it's probably just going to keep getting slicker.
Yeah.
The rocks are getting unearthed a little bit more. It seemed like right after we had that downpour that being one of the first ones to go was going to not be good.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you always hope that maybe within a couple hours it'll start to tag up a little bit. But when you keep putting tires on it over and over, it's not going to happen. And the flat area down here, especially that everyone has to make their turns on, is just a total swamp.
Yeah.
Windrock comes to mind.
Yes.
I'm having some flashbacks here.
We've had literally, I think this is like 6 of our 7 races have been
a very wet and muddy season.
All year.
Either we've had so much rain, like on race days, and then of course the mud is the aftermath. But hey, it's part of being outside and being off road, so we're happy to deal with it.
And I've had people ask me that before. We've had people ask this before, like, so do you guys race in the rain? I'm like, yes. I've been sitting in the starting gate where it's pouring buckets on my head, and like just that's That's what it was.
So
Again,
fun.
that rush this year. We watched Jack Porter pull up, and it went from sprinkle to rain on Jack, and then like 2 races later, it went from rain to like downpour on Jay Stortz's head. And I felt so bad because it's like they just turned the faucet on, you know?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do about it at that point.
Really. Got Timmy
The show
Cameron
must go on.
sitting in the starting gate here. Yeah, the show must go on.
All right, Tim Cameron is 31 points in the lead in our UTV Cup class coming into this weekend. This is our 7th race.
And he was pretty strategic. He was pretty strategic right there. Let's see what he does here. Oh, wow. Boom!
When we say pinballing, that's what we're talking about.
It really is. Just ping, 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 just bouncing around down there. Again, just smoked a tree. Kind of got the sideway, hit that tree kicker there, kind of just bounced him off.
He's got a really fast time going right now.
Is it going to be a new fastest time? Wow.
70.230. Cooper Bentley still in the lead right now on course 1 for the Cup class with a 68. Cooper better watch out because Timmy's going to be coming for him. Hey, Taylor, could you ask for Alston Tidwell's time?
Got Ron Cummins on the line. Shout out to Justin Holback down there, holding on the fort, helping our racers all stay situated and keep them all very straight.
And we've got Ron Cummins out on the course now.
He actually gave me a ride down here this morning.
Oh, nice.
Back when I had to go get my gear.
I think I passed him at a gas station on the way here.
Yeah, he has like a sub in his buggy and speakers and like some really cool like lights. It was clearly he wheels the heck out of this buggy. You could tell he.
So Ron, he made a wrong turn at the top and did not go all the way up to where he's supposed to. Justin's out there telling him so that he can correct his mistake. We allow for a driver, if they get off course, if they enter back in at the same spot and finish the course correctly, we allow that. But once they cross the finish line, then the course, it would be considered a DNF. So he's heading back up. Hopefully he can find his way this time.
Again, you can tell by how that rig is set up. This dude definitely does some serious wheeling in this thing. Has a cooler mount in the back, has a speaker system.
He's ready.
He definitely has some good times this buggy. I was like, I kind of want to go wheeling this thing a little bit. Like, can we go for a ride after this? Like,
all right, he's on the right course this time. We hate to see anybody DNF because of getting mixed up on the course. I mean, it's easy to do out here when there's a lot of different courses on the hillside, a lot of turns to make. But we definitely hate to see that being the reason for anyone to get DNF.
It's funny looking out and seeing all these people over here holding hands as they're walking across the slippery mud.
It is very slippery.
Go, baby, go.
Oh. All right, what's he hung up on?
There's a rock up there. Maybe it's diff. It looks like he has a pretty low center of gravity.
Yeah, this one does. I think he's kind of turtled right on a branch. Whatever it was just enough to cause him problems. There he goes.
Again, having a low center of gravity is great. Stops you from rolling over a hill, getting pushed a little faster. The only downside is, of course, like this, where there's so much rough rock that it really definitely can hang you up and cause you some trouble.
Oh man, hung up again right right up, coming over the lip onto that top trail. There it is.
Again, working to get through there.
All right, Ron, ease her on down. It's all downhill from here.
It really is.
We should make a T-shirt that says that.
It's
Have a
like,
picture of like a cartoon buggy just like pointed downhill.
Upside down, sliding down a hill. Like, it's all downhill from here.
That'll be my shirt, and then yours needs to say snacks are life.
Snacks are life. I like it. Snacky snacks
We'll
are life.
race for snacky snacks.
Yeah, we'll race for snacky snacks.
Yes, we need to make this happen.
Yeah.
Good thing we know somebody with a T-shirt company.
We do. We do.
We might have like a minimum 400 shirt order or something, though.
It's okay. I like snacks a lot.
I'm not sure what I can't see what he's hung up on.
I would say it looks like a rock, but I think he was actually kind of pausing a little right before he came down the ledge.
Yeah, it seemed like he should still be able to go.
Yeah, there's a couple different ledges there, and I think a lot of drivers are making sure they went down the one that might be the smoothest.
Keep going, keep going. Whew. That was a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Taylor, I didn't hear that time. What did he say? Ron Cummins. I need Ron Cummins time. All right, that was a 3:02.010 for Ron Cummins. Taylor, I never did get Alston's time either. All right, here we go with Casey Howell. Casey sitting fourth in points, coming into this weekend with 485. He also took home second place in the Cup class at our last race in West Virginia at Good Evening Ranch.
Definitely no stranger to the podium. Casey's a pretty hard racer. Dang it. They're saying he's broke something.
I think it's this driver's side front tire.
Dang it.
Can't see through the trees.
They're saying a tie rod end.
Ah. Yep, those front tires are in a disagreement right now.
Looks like everybody's trying to keep their footing as they're heading up to do some recovery.
All right, guys. While they work on getting Casey recovered, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back with more of our UTV Cup racing action.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Power ply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
So this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have two different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. And it's much softer. We grip and grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use, the XT trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is an 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the two main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
Hey, my name is Johnny Evans. We're at Pretty Place Off-Road Park in Belvedere, Tennessee. Pretty Place is 800 and something, right at 900 acres of rolling hills and mountain land that my granddad bought in 1977. In 78, we had the first sawdust hill climb. It did it 78, 79, 80, and 81. Since then, we decided to revamp and recreate the rock ledges and get into the rock bouncing and side-by-side riding. We've got 800 acres to ride, which is at Pretty Place Park. We have a adjoining Circleweed Guest Ranch, which has access to about 5,000 acres, about 2,500 of side-by-side racing. But Pretty Place has bouncer class, side-by-sides, UTVs. We've got intermediate trails, extreme trails, family trails. We've got all kinds of trails that you would like, that some would not like. Some of your younger crowd is going to like your more extreme trails, but you've got a family trail that you can take your side-by-side Rangers and ride just with your family. This week we're here at the National Rock Racing Association.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Power ply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, we got Nathan King out on the course. They just recovered Casey Howell. The fastest time right now is still Cooper Bentley with a 68.1, followed by Tim Cameron with a 70.2. And then it looks like DC Thompson with an 81. Let's see what Nathan can do. Oh, that was one way to get off the ledge. Nathan King blasting through the finish line. 68.345. That's, man, not enough to move Cooper from that top spot, but that is definitely second place right now. Cooper still hanging on with a 68.1. Now Nathan right behind him with a 68.3.
We got CJ Bynum tuning in today.
Do we now?
He's at the beach? Must be nice. Oh, that's right. He was taking a little vacay. A few days off, go to the beach. You got to do that from time to time. Oh! Yeah, I need to get my sunglasses back on.
All right, this is Cody Kaysen on the course. Cody coming into the weekend 5th in points with 463. He also had the fastest time on course 1 of our stock class and is leading the stock class coming into this weekend.
Oh, he literally hit that, and the whole back end came up, and then, oh, yeah, the front tire is toast. He hit that, and the whole vehicle stopped and went completely vertical, and the back end luckily came back down, but his front driver's side tire is barely hanging on. If you look and see that pink little CNC light-up part on the back?
Yeah.
I believe those are made by, give me 1 second, I'm looking for the name. Braden Upchurch. I believe Braden Upchurch makes those. Because there's three or four of the UTV Cup series I've seen, and I'm pretty sure Braden was making those for somebody. Thank you.
Looks like Cody was waved off the course by Big Brother Clay. Told him to save it for stock class since he's that's obviously where he's shining so far this weekend and wants to be able to collect those points.
And he was sending it right up until then. But he put, I'm pretty sure, the entire weight of that vehicle on that A-arm. It came down, hit. The whole back end came up. The vehicle was straight vertical and then brought down.
Sometimes trees are your friend. Sometimes they are not.
That was a stump. I don't think a stump has ever been my friend. Like
you combine it with a bunch of mud that you can't control your vehicle in very well.
Yeah, I'm going to recommend we remove that for tomorrow. Although there's a good chance it won't be a factor tomorrow.
Probably not for the bouncers. It depends on where Bounty goes, I guess. Well, they're going to go in the same place, I guess.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
I'm not fully caffeinated yet.
I like that. Almost.
Who we got here?
He was so close. Oh, it was like dark maroon with like neon on it. It's kind of cool.
Taylor, can we get a confirmation on the driver?
Okay.
Trey Williams. So Trey was our number 13 for Cup class, and it looks like he chose to
go last.
Go later in the pack.
I would definitely think that's a wise decision normally. Today, however, it might have been a little better to go early just because this course just gets so mutilated so fast. Again, it was so much fun in your run, but you could see how big the rocks, the ruts, and just... We also have our VIN class still to go. I think I'm hearing we have 5 left. I like what he did. He came down, kind of gassed it, and kind of whipped the back end around. Kind of came down, hit the gas, hit the brakes, and kind of whipped it around. Power slid around the corner.
It's pretty awesome the amount of new drivers or, new to the series we have racing with us today in our UTV classes. I think this is the most we've had at one event all season so far.
Yeah, that's all of our classes are like packed this weekend. And I'm super excited to see little Tim Bacon race tomorrow.
Yeah, I haven't seen his new buggy yet.
It's pretty sweet. It's called Too Rowdy.
Too Rowdy. Really?
3 of the 4 are here.
Taylor's never met a Bacon before.
3 of the 4 are here now, but Bubba will be here, I think, later on tonight. So,
well, there you go.
Well, 3 of the 4 are here.
We can facilitate that.
Because I've hugged 3 of the 4. And the other one he'll be here shortly. There's some good old boys. That's all I got to say.
Trey Williams. Trey Williams gave it everything he had on this course.
He was doing good,
that's
too.
That's a tough one.
It's just so slick, so slimy, and then just about you think you're making momentum, you hit a rock.
I thought you went during our break.
All right, Brian Smith here.
Letting her eat in the Vandal buggy.
He pretty much never lifted the whole way up.
I mean, that's the strategy for this hill.
Yeah. It worked well for you. I mean, it worked flawless, you know.
When it's this wet and slick, that's about your only option.
Hang on. He is literally just pinning it to the floor now.
He's pinning it, and he's just kind of guiding to the top.
It really is.
Pinballing off the trees. That's about all you can do.
He literally just pinned it wide open. He just held it. All right. A little spicy there. 74793, I believe. And he was flying. Not. Madison King pulling up here.
We got Madison King getting into the starting gate. Our top three right now are Cooper Bentley, barely, with a 68.1, followed by Nathan King with a 68.3, and then now by Brian Smith with a 74.7. Oh, no. Hold up. I skipped Tim Cameron. Timmy with a 70, and then Brian Smith will be that fourth place spot with that 74. Looking good for Madison King.
Slinging around there. She's slung around that bottom side and almost slung too much. But again, when it's that slick, you kind of got to...
All right. Nice run by Madison King.
What did Clyde say? That was an 81.586 from Madison King.
Ooh, she beat DC.
Whoa.
They both had an 81. All right, it looks like we should have 3 drivers left, a few of our late entries.
I think a late entry right now would be a rough place to be. This course is chewed up. And then we have the VIN class, and that puts us at the halfway mark through the day. I feel like we've been here for like 5 hours. I definitely am going to get some lunch after this, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
Cheeseburger or something.
Grab me one, too.
Okay. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
We had full driver lineup today.
We did. We had a ton of drivers, plus we also had a handful of recoveries that were kind of awkward. Plus, this course is also a lot longer.
It's a long course, yeah.
You're going up and down twice. So, and being slick, everybody's taking a little longer. If we hadn't had the rain, I think we would have seen a lot quicker times. Instead of, a minute something, 2 minutes something, we would have seen, 30 to 60 seconds.
Everyone's having to check up coming down the hills now and trying to make their turns.
And you see, like Madison, we just saw sliding almost to 360 at the bottom. So
I'm hearing that we've got Ethan Hunt on the line, and then we should still have Martin Stewart and Alex Watkins. Here we go with Ethan Hunt. Makes me think of Mission Impossible.
Me too. Ethan Hunt. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is crush this hill. Fist melts himself to 5 seconds. He's doing well. He's a pinballing right up the top. When he landed, his suspension looked really smooth. Again, we had three or four late entries, so kind of cool looking cage on there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He just he was trying to sling around the corner and it slid sideways.
Oh, he's slung around the corner
down
all
the
right.
hill. He went way down the hill. That was like a city block. He is getting it, though. I got to give it to him. Ben Driscoll walking by. He's over to Indiana. I got to talk to him a little this week, and he's like, yeah, I'm in Indiana. I'm like, wait, no, Illinois. Do we just become best friends? He lives in near Fishers, Indiana, and I have a real good friend of mine, Matt Trosner, lives in Fishers, Indiana. So I said, well, let's come over and go go-kart riding sometime.
Go-kart ride.
They have a bunch of like K1 karts over there.
84.577 for Ethan Hunt. He completed his mission.
I see a big punch and a grinding wheel walking by. That's never a good sign.
What's he going to do?
That's not good. I don't know what's going on, but it's not good. That's what you see a guy walking by with a real big hammer. You're like, I don't know where he's going, but he's going to get a job done. This is Stuart Bell. I'm sorry. That's all right. Martin Stewart. I don't know what I was thinking. I saw Stewart. I actually started thinking William Stewart. And I was like, that's his dad.
I was trying to piece that together in my mind. And
I was
like,
thinking William Stewart. That's his dad. And then I was like, wait, that's not William Stewart. That's his dad.
You got the Stewart part, right?
Yeah. Again, probably not only our tallest racer, but a heck of a wheel man. She has mud sandals. Our poor camera staff is just getting mutilated today. Oh! Go, baby, go! Oh, he was in the ruts. I thought he might have been in those tree roots enough to where he could still get some traction there. Come on, Martin, get up there.
Matt, I thought we were hung up right there. I had to stay in the gas for a while to wiggle off the top of that hill.
And what's funny is it feels like eternity from there to 10 feet, but you're moving pretty quick, but it does feel like eternity. I think our drone got splattered with mud. I wonder, he went down a foot off the ground, and he came right to the home base, so I was like, he probably got sprayed with mud or broke a blade or something. That side-by-side, oh my goodness, is taking some abuse today.
This is also the only right-hand drive vehicle that we have racing in the series right now.
Yeah.
How much that takes getting used to?
It's my first one, my Joder buggy was right-hand drive, and you adapt way quicker than you think you would. Uh-oh. Nathan King walked over in front of us and is covered in mud. Hey buddy.
Woo! All right. Martin Stewart getting it done.
.132 for Mr. Martin Stewart. Again, a heck of a race car driver. Yeah, it's you adapt. It's almost, you hop in, it's second nature almost instantly. I think driving on the wrong side of the road It was weird climbing in that side, but it was such a narrow buggy. It almost felt like a center seat. So it didn't take any time at all. And luckily the gear shifter was still on the right-hand side. So
Oh yeah.
So that
otherwise that would definitely.
Oh yeah, that
feel
was
weird.
that was one thing I think that would have really messed me up if the gear shifter was on this side.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was I think you would have no problem hopping in and driving around. Getting in it feels weird because you're getting the other side of the vehicle.
Right.
But after about 2 minutes, you adapt just fine. I heard on the Doppler they're saying rain may be coming in.
Yeah, sky's getting a little darker again.
Yeah. So we may be reducing the camera angles you get here shortly. Yeah. Yes.
All right, this is Alex Watkins on the line. He is going to wrap up course 1 of the Super Grip UTV Cup class.
Gray and black, kind of cool looking paint scheme.
Oh, man.
That's a bucket through there.
Rough ride. Coming around for that turn at the bottom and trying to maintain some momentum.
It's hard to do.
It's not an easy one to make.
And in the back of your mind, you're also trying not to spray all the fans and the staff. And what's up, Corey Day? Part of our Ultra 4 crew tuning in here. And again, you definitely want to check up a little bit when you're coming down some of those ledges over there. They weren't bad.
We've seen a few wild rides off the ledges today. There we go for Alex Watkins.
All right. Again, that wraps up our UTV Cup Series, our Super Grip UTV Cup Series. Again, Bree will get those totaled up for you, and we will be back right after this commercial. Thanks, Taylor.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, guys, let's do that quick top 5 rundown from course 1 of the Super Grip UTV Cup class. Cooper Bentley he came out at second on the course and managed to hang on to that the whole time. So 68.1 for Cooper, followed by 68.3 for Nathan King, 70.2 for Tim Cameron, and then we had Alex Watkins with a 77 and Madison King with an 81.5. Those are your top 5 for the Cup class, and we are ready to move into our VIN class now. Looks like we've got 4 drivers on the lineup.
3. I don't think Don Curtis is here.
That's right. Well, you know what? Good thing he is our featured driver for today, and we are representing
Rocking the gear
for Curtis Racing on their behalf.
We appreciate our season inaugural champ.
All right, this is Justin Hoback on the line. I'm actually pretty curious to see what the course is for the VIN class. I didn't look at their maps at all.
And I think this is going to be a rowdy course, I think. Oh, my goodness. You can see some of the spectators moving out of the way for that big truck come bouncing through there.
This is the WT.
The old
the
WT.
work truck.
Those tires are just eating in.
It does do all kinds of work. Not only does it race, but he uses it to help with recovery and also to drive the family around and make the occasional, run to the gas station.
I was just getting ready to say, I've
run
seen
to
it make
a restaurant, whatever.
I've seen it make snacky runs before, which is priorities.
See if he can get those Mickey Thompsons moving.
Yeah.
Pulling him up this hill. That's a heavy truck, too.
That's a very heavy truck.
He found a new gear.
Yeah, that motor is roaring right now. The old WT.
We might need to move the table in. Sky's getting a little dark again. Weather's all over the place today. Tennessee weather has been weird lately. We had the craziest lightning storm.
Yeah.
Like 2 nights ago.
Really?
Me and my roommate were standing we had the back door open and we're standing watching, and a bolt struck the edge of our yard. It was so bright, I felt my fingertips were tingly. Like I felt the electricity.
Yeah.
We both screamed and jumped.
You're like
I've never had a strike of
okay.
lightning that close to me before. It was crazy. It was just lighting up the sky. Had a very stormy, actually like a week and a half now, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Same for back home. We've had rain quite a few days. Although that heat lightning last night was kind of crazy too. Getting Justin up there in the WT. There must be a rock ledge he's hung up on.
Just trying to figure out his course of action right now.
You can see it sliding into like a rut, and then it kind of just loses momentum. So I don't know if there's a rock that he's high centering on right there, or what the deal is.
I mean, that's just a whole lot of truck to try and move up this hill without a whole lot of momentum.
He's definitely hammering it down, though. I appreciate that.
So there's a little bit of a ledge, and obviously he's able to work his way up to it, but
and
just loses all momentum.
Yeah, you can see that rear end just sliding around. Once he hits that ledge, the rear end, you can see it was like sliding downhill a little bit. And that is a heavy truck. I know, I like that shirt. He said that a minute ago, and I was like, I like that shirt. I'm not gonna lie.
I got those made for him for his birthday.
That's pretty slick. That is a really heavy truck. Justin trying to like power up that hill. Great if you ever like broken your side by side or you need pulled.
Right.
Great truck for it. Trying to power up a muddy hill, maybe it needs a little more whoop-pow in there.
Or at least more of a run at it.
Yeah. You can see the truck vibrating as he's just revving it.
He's giving her all she's got, Captain.
His back bumper is apparently hung up on a tree, they said.
I think he can't go forward and he can't really go back. He's got himself into a pickle here.
Oh, yeah, you can see that. His slamming in that tree when he reverses. Yeah.
All right, it's looking like Justin might need a little assistance here. Heard maybe he blew a tire or something as well.
That's good news. He's got Clyde just pointed out, he has a winch on the front and rear of that. So we have we have a tire. I mean, we have a winch on front and rear of the vehicle, so.
So luckily WT does have a winch on it and can hopefully perform a little self-recovery up on the hill.
And you would need a big. He said, I heard Justin come on the radio and said, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm getting it now." And it looks like, yeah. Oh, they said that Scotty Harden was up there working on his razor, and he's like, "Okay, I'll help you, Justin."
We're listening to some radio.
They had. He has like big winches though. He has like 12,000, 16,000 pound winches. Which again, if you have a truck that big,
he's gonna need it.
You need them. You need big winches. And he has a really awesome front bumper that he made. It's very cool. I heard Zach up there. Again, you can see a lot of our drivers down there in the bottom area. Bouncer drivers, you can see UTV drivers. There's probably a few youth drivers out there. Uh-oh. Bill's saying it starts to feel a little sprinkly up there. So we'll see how this goes. Looks like Keith is heading up there.
Oh, man. Is the rain going to come in just in time for course 2?
I think so.
That would be really lame.
Yeah, it just might. I think they're getting him unstuck there. Looks like you can see him moving backward now, so I must got him cleared off the tree.
Yeah, I think once he can get around that tree, then.
It's so funny watching all these people just slip and slide all around. And you can tell who falls because they're covered in mud.
I'm going to laugh when you fall, Matt.
And they picked that lineup, and I almost missed it. Almost wiped out in front of everybody. And Zach's like, hey, he on the mic. Nobody saw that, Matt. It's okay. I'm like, thanks, Zach. Everybody started busting up laughing. I was like, yeah, thanks a lot.
Treacherous terrain out here today.
Yeah. Your outfit always reminds me of the guys who have like the 3-piece suit on and they stand up and it's like boxers. You know, there's been a couple Sports Center commercials about that.
Matt's laughing because I had my fire suit pulled down around my ankles. I got a little hot earlier, but I can't take it off without taking my shoes off. So I didn't want to commit to that.
I just felt the raindrop.
No, don't say that.
Sound like getting Keats moved around. Yeah, we might be moving our table in here shortly if it starts really raining. Me and Bree we're just so sweet we'll melt.
Is that what it is?
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right. I can get behind that.
Again, we got Justin Wills out here in our VIN class. And stuck trying to get that recovered. Getting away here. It looks like Keith's getting position there to get him. I think he slid back on that tree again. I think you're going to get him off the tree. What are you giggling about?
This is what happened to my nails after I worked on the bolt check-in last night.
Oh, my goodness. On the old big booty Judy. Oh, my goodness. Those are not ladylike nails. Yeah, I'm sure that
they were pretty.
They were.
And then I lost them all.
You could see the remnants of beautiful nails.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like they didn't last long.
They weren't made for that.
Yeah.
Manual labor.
Yeah. Shout out to Taylor for getting all our cameras ready. I see plastic bags and everything. I see Ziploc baggies on Teradexes.
Aren't we all? Well, not quite that bad.
I'm all about there. About lunchtime. It's wow. The poor Avenger buggy. Looks like it's in 1,000 pieces right now. I know, right? It's about 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock here in Central Eastern. We're in Central Standard Time. I assumed we'd be in Eastern Time, being that we're as far as we went east in Tennessee, but nope, still Central Standard Time.
Yeah, we're still in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
We're on the eastern side of Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, we're on the eastern side of Middle Tennessee.
Just to make it confusing for everybody.
I like that. I like it. Yeah, normally course 1 takes like an hour and 15 minutes. You know, course 2 we can knock out usually like an hour and a half. We're normally done with the whole day right about now. Instead, we're still working on course 1. Oh, they're a killer. Don't fall off the booth. It is getting a little darker too, I think. Looks like they almost got Justin, I think, covered there. Keith tooling up there, our recovery expert.
Well, the real question now, Matt, is: are we doing course 2?
Yeah, that's up to you. I'm just along for the ride, okay?
I haven't actually even looked at it yet.
Well, the good news is the buggy's still together, so we could if we wanted to. Yeah, I guess you should go look at the course. That'll tell you.
I'm going to see how hard it's about to rain.
That and we'll see how hard course 2 is. That may waver in your decision. Brandon Davis jogging down the hill there. Oh, some nachos look pretty good. He was getting it, though.
All right, guys. We're going to let them finish up their recovery here. In the interest of you not having to listen to Matt talk about his ice cream, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more from our VIN class.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
All right, we've got Charles Carris on that starting line. Clock is hot. Charles took home the win at our last race at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia, and he's also coming into this weekend second in points. Looks like 20 points behind Justin Hoback. See if he's going to be able to make this hill where Justin got hung up. Oh, man, he is all over the place. Uh-oh. When the crowd goes, oh, that's not good. So it seems like he's pretty much back in the exact same spot that Justin was in. There's a ledge, a slick ledge in front of him and a tree behind him. He's trying everything he can right now. He's working hard in there. Uh-oh. I think he might have called it quits. Yep, he's admitted defeat. Don't worry, guys. Zach is on the case. He's already got the recovery plan all mapped out. Well, so far we are 0 for 2 in VIN class course 1. We've still got Dustin Vaughn on the driver list. Taylor, can you find out how long of a break we're going to take in between? All right, it's not going to be a long break, guys. in the interest of keeping things moving here. Right now. All right, guys, since we've got another potentially lengthy recovery here, we are going to go ahead and shut down this live feed, and we'll come back up with a new one for Course 2 for all of our classes. So you'll be able to find us again on here shortly. Be back for round 2.